Cheers, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How has everybody been during this crazy time of our life? But there is a bright side to this craziness. We are finally able to keep up with Colourpop's collections. Who would have thought? So today I'm here to bring you guys my thoughts, review, swatches, a try on of their new palettes. She's got Solstice, all things Equinox. I've also got one of their blushes that goes with the collections called Interstellar, and one of their luxe lip glosses in Staying Up. So please, if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Stick around, I talk about all things mommy and beauty related. So stay tuned, guys. The only way to get these products at the moment is through Ulta. I'm pretty sure they were just an Ulta exclusive, and they retail for all the usual prices that everything does. But OMG, guys, these were a complete mission to get my hands on. First of all, Ulta has basically locked me out of my account. I must be involved in criminal activity that I'm not aware of. And so I tried to buy through friends, and finally one friend was successful at purchasing these for me. So they were a bit of a headache to get. I'm thankful. I've had a good play around with them, and I'm happy to share my thoughts with you guys. Right, so first we're going to start off with the All Things Equinox palette. And if you guys are interested, let's research the word equinox. Is the time or date twice each year at which the sun crosses the celestial equator when day and night are of equal length. So it has to do with the whole theme, which is kind of spacey, galactic. We're going to start off with the All Things Equinox palette, and I specifically wanted to compare this to one of their recent releases, Making Moves. You've got the beautiful packaging. It's kind of got like a tie-dyed effect, and then it's got like a raised, like a sun pattern around it. So these are predominantly purples with some warm tones chucked in there, and then you've kind of got this oddball, which is like this taupey straight grey. And this one you've got 3 mattes, 2 kind of sequin formulas, and then 4 metallics. Recently they've been bringing out palettes without the mirror, and let's face it, everybody, if you're a makeup collector, you already have a million palettes with mirrors in them, okay? You don't need any more. Okay, so Making Moves was one of their recent releases. Really, really love this palette. So I'm going to compare the two, and you guys can have a look-see. So the Making Moves palette is more pinky purples, warm tones, and then you've got the All Things Equinox. So you've really got a real mixture of colours going on in this. You've got warms, a grey, a gold, purples, and then the mauves kind of is just straight mauve. So I really, really love the two, and they are quite different. I want to swatch them for you guys so you can see the classic amazing pigmentation that is Colourpop. So starting off with this kind of goldy champagne shade up here, this is called Kindred. Initially I thought it was quite champagne, but it's got quite a shift of pink in it. Infinity, and that is more of like a warm gold under Kindred. The next one going on is Sky High. This is this grey right here, so that is Sky High. Next one down is called Stellar, and it's kind of this lavender pink with some glitters through it. Moonrise, and this is this deep purple in here, and that is the most beautiful purple, like check that out. So the next one is called Little Dipper, and this is just your classic warm crease shade. Next one down is Nebula, and that is more of like a reddy crease shade, but really, really pretty. So this is Nebula. A little bit patchy with the swatching, and this looks like a bronze, but it's almost like a duochrome. It's got quite a reddish tone to it. And the last one is Alter Ego, and that is quite a warm purple. I don't know how to explain it, but it's got like a warm purple with like almost a reddy kind of undertone to it. So those are all the colors. So when you swatch them, they're quite warm. They lean quite on the warm side, which the Making Moves palette does not. The metallics kind of swatch a little bit better than the mattes, but still a beautiful, beautiful selection of colors. So that is the All Things Equinox palette. Okay, so moving on, we have got she's got Solstice palette. Now this one has kind of got the same theme to it, but a different cover. It's got like a sage green, same kind of tie-dye background with a sun raised look. 9 And if we open it up, it is definitely the warmer of the two. She's got Solstice, this is the All Thing Equinox. They are night and day different, but I think it's really fun to try and create a look out of both of them. So I think that's what we're going to do today. But we're going to look at these colours first and talk about them. You've got some pinks, you've got some warm colours, you've got this amazing formula, which is the classic Super Shock Shadow formula. It's just been moved around a little bit because it is so squishy, but the pigmentation is So there. So we're going to start off with Osiris. This is kind of this true gold up here. So this is Osiris. The next one going on in is Big Bang, and this is this matte peach right here. Waza, which is this mid-tone kind of warm brown. Next one is Nova, and that is like a hair darker. Just great crease colors really. It's Nova. Estrella, which is like this duochrome kind of pink with a shift of gold to it. Oh, that swatch really pretty. That's almost got like a peach look to it. This is called Super Stardust, and it really is like Stardust. It is so pretty. But again, you almost just want to press on these because they're quite a wet formula and it can move it around. It's almost got a grittiness to it, but the color payoff is really there. It's really beautiful. It's called Mars, and it is the sage green down here. Maybe we should do a look with this green. It's so unusual, but it's really pretty. So taking that under, oh yeah. Okay, the next one down is Earth Angel, and that is like quite a dark peach. That is Earth Angel. And then the last one is the darkest, and it is called Chromosphere. Taking this down, yes. So this is the color selection that you've got going on with the She's Got Solstice palette. So clearly it's quite different to the All Things Equinox. It's quite warm, but then you've got this awesome pop of a different color, Mars, which is this like sage green. So beautiful, and I'm really stoked that they put this gold in it as well. I freaking love their blushes. They are so gorgeous, and I feel like the pigmentation of them is always on point. Oh, guys, can we just, like, it is so my color. It is so everyday, neutral, rosy. Okay, so we're going to compare Interstellar blush to one of their other ones called Catch My Vibe. This was also brought out with the Mauves collection, and then the Enchanted Mirror Designer collection. It is Belle, and it is ripped thanks to my beautiful 4-year-old. It's quite peachy but still rosy, so they're very similar. They've got the same kind of tone to them. Enchanted Mirror has almost got a satiny kind of sheen to it. Interstellar is just flat matte, and then you've got the Catch My Vibe, and that is like a baby kind of peachy pink. So Interstellar is the darker of the three, but if you're unsure what the differences are, Interstellar, Enchanted Mirror, and Catch My Vibe. Clearly I love my pinks, but I'm really excited to try this on with you guys, so let's have a look see what she looks like. One thing that I did notice about this blush is that you didn't have as much kickback. It's almost like it wasn't as pigmented, but sometimes that is a good thing because blushes do need to be buildable. So I've got my bronzer on, I've got my highlighter, lunch money only the best. It is really pretty. I've really been digging blush at the moment. Excuse my grays, guys. The struggle is real. My hair needs a touch up because everybody is in the same boat. We're all just waiting for our salons to open up. That is Interstellar. It is so much more rosy, it's deep, but it's still wearable at the same time, and it is just so pretty. And then you've got the only Luxe lip gloss that they brought out that was new. I don't know why, but they released 3 other lip glosses with the collection, but this was the only new one. So going on with the lip gloss, this is Staying Up, and this really is quite a spring inspired color. I am going to admit, at first I didn't really like them. I found them too sticky, too heavy, but I actually am quite enjoying it when you just go in really light-handed. But this is the shade Staying Up, and it really is quite a muted peachy pink going in with Staying Up. Sorry guys if it's a little bit too close and too personnel, but that is me. I really love it. It's just kind of airy and pink and peachy and just kind of brightens your complexion, especially if you feel like me and you need a little bit of help in that department. But I promise you we're going to get into the eyes, and we're going to play around with both palettes and see what we can come up with. I have already put down my primer, and I have got hooded oily eyelids, so my eyes are difficult to work with, but my eyeshadows do not move with the P. Louise base. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. So for my first crease color, I'm going to go in with Little Dipper, All Things Equinox palette. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, get quite a lot of kickback with it actually. Smooth out that primer and work this into the upper top part of where my crease would be if I had a crease. Run it under the eye as well. So I'm going to go in with Quasar from the She's Got Solstice palette. I'm going to work this into the crease where I placed down Little Dipper. And run it under the lash line here a tad. And to diffuse those two colours together, I'm going to go in with Nova from the She's Got Solstice palette. So I'm really happy with how those have come out. I feel like they've blended really, really beautifully together. And I think I'm going to take the Go So Cyrus gold up here and work that onto my eyelid. Kind of in a bit of a gold mood. Packing this onto my eyelid. Whoa, that was so effortless coming off my brush. A pop of something different. I think I'm going to put a little bit of the Stardust color and just kind of press that into the middle of my eyelid there just to give it a little something extra. My outer V, I'm going to go in with the shade Chromosphere, which is like this terracotta. I'm just going to take more of a dense, whoa, ton of colour off that, wow. I'm going to go in with the palette again and go in with So Cyrus and kind of like pack it back onto the eyelid there. So I think I'm going to blend out that top colour again with Big Bang, which is like this matte peach. I think for the bottom lash line I really wanted to make it stand out, and I'm really excited to go in with this Mars shade. So I'm going to pack that underneath my lash line. So I'm going to go in with this and just like really see how the payoff is underneath. Whoa, it's like a really intense kind of olive, but not too dark green. Okay, so I really wanted that green to stand out, so I've just kind of dragged it out. But I'm going to put it together with some mascara and lashes and we'll see how it looks. Okay guys, so we finished it. How do we like it? I finished it all off by using the Nakia Joy lashes. I think they were in the style Amy. They're not particularly the best kind for my eyes because my eyes are so hooded. It's hard to work with this particular lash because the band is quite thick, so it's quite difficult to place them. Took a long time, but you guys don't see anything because it is the magic of editing. In conclusion to trying it on, showing you guys the swatches, I think I like the variety in this better than the All Things Equinox. I feel like the finishes are a little bit more diverse, and then you've got more mattes as well. You've got 5 mattes in this as opposed to 3 and 4 shimmer shades. The only complaint that I would say for both of these palettes is that there is no really, really dark shade in it. The darkest shade that you've got is this like terracotta red in the shade Chromosphere. I just don't feel like there's a lot of diversity between the both of them, but if you are going to get a variety of finishes and looks out of one of them, it would probably be the She's Got Solstice palette. I love that you've got that Super Shock formula in there that's not in the All Things palette. I think I used 1 shade out of this palette. So if you guys are wondering which palette to get, I would probably shoot for the She's Got Solstice. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in either of these palettes, tell me what you think about them. Tell me if you tried them. Tell me what your favorite Colourpop palette is, in fact, because there's so many, but I've had fun with these and I will continue to play around with them. So please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and join me in my next video. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real, guys. I had already recorded this video, so I redid this video just to get myself feeling a little bit more put together. I filmed my other one like 8 o'clock at night. I was sipping on wine. I was looking really tired and I looked like I'd been electrocuted. My hair was just a mess. But for now, I just get to enjoy my makeup and just hang out with you guys and talk about what I love.